Why, hello there! I would like to discuss something I'm most proud of. And it's not my education, it's not my work ethic, it's not my intellect. No, it's my shoe collection, silly! Now, I've been collecting shoes since I was 17 years old when I got my first job as a dishwasher. And over the years, I've been lucky and fortunate enough to be able to have such a wonderful collection. Now, I will not apologize for the amount of shoes I have because I worked hard for them. And without further ado, let's roll the video. These are my babies. I love these shoes. They're, of course, the Air Jordan 1s, and a really good thing about having small feet is that you can purchase shoes from the boys section, which is exactly what I did. And when you buy from the boys section or from any other section, you really start to realize how freaking marked up women's wear is. Ain't that the truth? Ugh. These are my beat up Vans, and I actually used to be tragically in love with longboarding my freshman year of college. And I say tragic because I was so addicted to the sport that I would skate no matter what my obligations, no matter what the weather, no matter what people said. I was like a drug addict that just had to get my fix. And if that is not the definition of addiction, I don't know what is. These are my Forrest Gump shoes, and they're also the shoes that got me hit on by a 50-year-old homeless man when I was traveling in San Diego. It doesn't happen to me that much, so I think these shoes have magical powers. Michelle, ma chérie. I know I'm old, and I'm homeless, and I don't own shoes. But those shoes you're wearing, those Forrest Gump shoes, have done something to my heart. So will you accept this ring? For you are beautiful, smart, and kind. Oh, you've noticed me. Yes, I accept. These are my 70s style Chuck Taylors, and they're actually my first pair of Converses ever. Growing up, my family could actually never afford to buy the legit thing, so we would buy knockoffs at Kmart. But the thing was, I was so embarrassed by this fact, and you could really tell that they weren't real by the weird stitching that they would have. So what I would do, and I thought I was being such a fucking genius, is that I would use a Sharpie and go over the stitches to make my Kmart version look like the real deal. Anyway, I'm just super grateful that today I'm able to own such an iconic shoe. I don't know if you've noticed this already, but I tend to either gravitate towards hyper feminine or hyper masculine shoes. And due to their history, Mary Janes to me really epitomize femininity. These are ones from my favorite shoe company, one of my favorite shoe companies, Carl. Once again, I have my second pair of Mary Janes. This time they're from Jimmy Choo, and they're in the color Ballet Pink. Ugh, if I hadn't known better, I would have thought Michael Jackson wrote his song PYT about these. I said the pretty young things, repeat after me. I say na na na, na 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 na. Excellent singing, ladies. Oh, you guys just tingle my heart. In contrast, these are my hyper-masculine Oxfords from Rag & Bone. They've got a chunky heel, they're widely fitted, and they're super sturdy, hence me oddly stomping. I don't understand myself sometimes. Okay, now I'm tap dancing. These are my hyper-masculine, maybe hyper old man is a better description for these. I mean, you can totally see it. An old Jewish man walking in New York City wearing these. He's also got on a fedora and a Burberry trench coat from like the 1970s, and he's totally feeding pigeons in Central Park or some shit. You can totally see it. We've all encountered this man. I thrifted these from Salvation Army, and they have really done me some good. I love them. These are my Swedish Hasbeens, and they're made from a wooden sole. So if you ever slip up and accidentally use that dumb expression, knock on wood, well, you're in luck, because you've got some right on your feet.
I went on my Bumble date today and it was amazing, except my shoe kind of came undone during the middle of it, and he was a little overly eager to strap them back in for me, so knock on wood, he doesn't have a foot fetish. Oh my gosh, there's no wood anywhere. What do we do? Are you doomed? Oh my gosh, I'm wearing wooden shoes.
And if you're wondering if wooden shoes are comfortable, I'm sorry to tell you, they look good, but they ain't comfortable. No matter how ergonomically shaped they claim the soles to be, they just ain't. These are my sandals from Jack Rogers, and of course, I will list all the shoes I mentioned in the description box, so check that out. These shoes are completely effortless. You just slip them on and you walk out the door. And I really love the design of these shoes because it reminds me of some more traditional Indian shoes in the pattern that you see on the top and also with the gold patent leather. These are my sandals from Sarah Flint. Now, I'm completely an effortless kind of girl when it comes to fashion and shoes. So essentially, I just want to put in the least amount of effort and work and still look put together at the end of the day. So a tie-up shoe is effort, and that's something you wouldn't normally see me in. However, it reminds me of my old ballet days where I used to have to tie up my pointe shoes, and so for nostalgic reasons, I really love these. These are my black Birkenstocks, and I've had them for a while before Visco girls made it into their personality traits or whatever. I'm not like other girls. No, really, these kind of just exist in my closet. I wear them still, but they're not like, I don't hold them dear to my heart or anything. These are my Tevas, or as I like to say, my annoying tourist shoes. So whenever I travel, I pack these along, and they're great for a hostile shower. You don't want no foot fungus. They're also great for climbing rocks at the beach and for repelling any other travelers from you because they are just so freaking ugly. Now for my boots! Exclamation point, because I have a lot. Hands down my favorite boots in my collection. They're hyper-masculine punk rocker boots from Givenchy, and I usually wear them with the top two buckles undone. They jangle a little bit, but I don't really care to buckle them every time I want to wear them, which is often. Girl, I do this often. Make that poppin'. And as we have already established, I love effortlessness when it comes to fashion. These are my Chloe Rylee boots. The heel and the pointed toe make them very witchy, and I'm not mad about that at all. I feel like I'm Stevie Nicks when I wear them, actually. And of course, I don't usually do up the buckle when I wear them. They make noise and jangle a little bit, but fuck the bystanders. I am comfortable. These are a pair of red booties that I thrifted from Salvation Army. They've got this square toe, which is indicative of early 2000 fashion. And I feel like early 2000s fashion is coming back when it comes to shoe design. But not with outfits, thank God. These are a British classic, the good old Chelsea boot. These ones are from Frye, which is actually a quintessential American shoe company that kind of embodies the Old West, I'd say. I mean, these look pretty classic, so I don't think there's any Western twist on them. I suppose they're sturdy, so that's the Western twist. These are a pair of Shearling boots I thrifted, and I live in the Midwest, and our winters are legit crazy. Therefore, warm footwear is essential. Speaking of essential, these are my Uggs, which is a classic middle schooler shoe, which I never had, by the way, because I didn't have a job at that. and my parents were not about to drop $100+ just on a pair of shoes for me. But I'm thankful that I own a pair now. So if you're a poor middle schooler watching this, you too can one day get a job and participate in the thing that owns the souls of all Americans, capitalism. To finish off, these are my beloved Doc Martens. They're the 6 eyelet style because I refuse to own any shoes that go past my ankles. I can see myself wearing these forever, honestly, even when I am no longer rebellious and young. These are a slightly more demure version of my black Doc Martens. They're not as angsty. Yes, that's the word. They are the Emmeline version, and I still wear these a ton, and they were actually the first expensive shoes I purchased when I got my first paycheck. All those years back when I was still in high school. Lastly, these are my Wolverines. They are actually my go-to shoe when the weather is just horrid outside. I love them because they give me a little girl house on the prairie vibe while still also managing to be quite masculine. With that, I am signing off. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.